So half of my face is missing because I'm trying to get Mr. Rochester in the shot. Um, he watched quite a bit of the movie with me, so he might have some insights to share. I don't know, or he'll just stare at you. I'm not sure. So tonight I watched Somewhere in Africa, which was directed by Carolyn Link. Did I just say Somewhere in Africa? I meant Nowhere in Africa. I'm terrible. I'm tired. Sorry. Oh, cat's not in the foot. There we go. So it won the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film. And it was based on an autobiographical novel. Sorry, my eye hurts. And Caroline Link also wrote the screenplay. I'm not sure. I don't think I'd ever seen anything directed by her before. She's done a handful of things. I think this is her only film to really travel. I quite liked it. It's about a Jewish family that flees Germany right before the Nazis have already come to power at this point. There goes my co-host. Okay. So it's 1933 and they leave Germany. The husband had already left and gone to Africa, gotten a job, and he finally has enough money and the approval of the Jewish community in Nairobi to bring his daughter and his wife over. And then the rest of the film takes place over the next 13 years, with them going through jobs and the war starting and finding out about, their fate of their family that they had to leave behind, but also adjusting to life in Africa. And I've seen a few films similar with a similar topic, like Chocolat, which is, I want to say Claire Denis, right? Oh God, I can't even spell right now. This is like the worst video ever. Yeah, Claire Denis. I saw that one twice actually in college. I had a couple classes that, except it was French Africa, not British Africa. This is a beautifully sweeping film. It's beautifully shot. It's kind of sort of gentle. I saw one comment that I liked where someone said it was, what did they call it? Oh, that it was a good sort of saga set in Africa without having paternalism, which I think is a good assessment of the film, because they know they don't belong there, and they know that they're refugees, and at the beginning, the wife is treating her husband's friend and their cook like really badly, and he finally calls her out on it, and it's a really good moment where she realizes that she's treating people badly in much the same way that the Nazis were treating the Jews and every other group that they rounded up. And it could have been a little on the nose, and it wasn't. It was treated very organically. And discussions of difference and individuality and patriotism and all these things, they're all discussed really intelligently and without seeming preachy. You never once seemed preachy, which I think this movie could have easily gone down that route. And it never seems hokey, and it never seems, like the girl, she's supposed to be like 4 or 5 when she first came over. So seeing her sort of adjust to the African ways, it's very natural, because it's any way a child would adjust to a new home. and seeing the mother sort of become less stuffy and become more at home with herself and where she's living and her occupation. It was sort of fun to watch, and it just felt very very intimate, I guess, without ever seeming like it was this huge scope, but it always felt very small. Like, the cinematography is sweeping and huge, but the story is very simple and very small, and it's very concentrated on this family and their friend, um, and just surviving. And I just thought it was beautifully made. It's on Netflix for, I think, one more day. That I watched it tonight because it's expiring, I think, tomorrow, which is a bummer, but maybe it'll come back. They come back all the time. I was looking at stats, and I noticed that there's quite a large percentage of like the 5 foreign language films nominated every year that are directed by women and or have won, compared to obviously the abysmal numbers of Best Picture. And I thought that was kind of fascinating. You should look that up and get angry. But anyways, great film. Oh no. Well, the guy who plays the actor who plays the cook in this died after having an accident with his foot. That's horrible. He's also in The Constant Gardener. I didn't recognize him in The Constant Gardener, but he was really good in this. Like, really solid acting. So yeah, if you enjoyed this film, definitely check out Claire Denise's Chocolat. It's also a very interesting take. I guess that's all I gotta say. Have a good night.